It is a great day to be alive, and I am so thankful for God, Jesus Christ, who lives in us. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a dream about XLM. I want to share also the price target that I feel that God has shown me that Stellar will go to. And I also want to talk about XRP as it connects to how God confirmed this price target for Stellar to me. So this dream began with me walking into a building. I just understood that I was on a college campus, and I'm walking into this building, and I noticed that the room had extremely high ceilings. The room was circular, and there were pillars, large pillars, all the way around the room. And there were a few halls here and there. There were a few people in passing, but for the most part, there really wasn't much in this circular room. And so my eyes were fixed on the middle of this room because I saw a computer station, and it was understood in the dream that I needed to use the computer. And so as I'm walking to the computer, it's also understood that I needed to sell a class. There was a course that I was in. I no longer needed it. And so I was coming to use the computer to be able to sell that class, to put it up, to post it for sale. And so I don't know the name of the class or anything like that. So as I'm on the computer and I'm scrolling, I finally see what I'm looking for. I see the name of the class, and the name of the class, or the spelling for the class, was XULUM. And so, okay, I found the class, and I looked down below, and I saw that the instructor, his name was Jonathan McReynolds. And so a little ways down, I also saw that the price for this class was $2,000 some dollars. I can't remember what the numbers were behind the two, but I remember seeing 2, comma, and then whatever the other numbers were. And so I clicked and I post the class for sale, and that was the end of the dream. And so when I woke up, I immediately knew that this dream was about XLM. XULUM. I interpret that to be XLM. Putting a sale order in for this course was interpreted as me putting in a sale order for XLM at the price of $2,000 plus, like I saw in the dream. And so I knew God was showing me that there was going to come a time when I'm able to sell XLM at the price of $2,000 plus. The part that I did not understand was Jonathan McReynolds. So who is Jonathan McReynolds? Jonathan McReynolds is a gospel musician and singer, and he did spend 5 years working as an instructor at Columbia College, Chicago. So all of this I knew prior to having this dream, but Jonathan McReynolds has been around for a while, so it was nothing new. So again, why was he in my dream? Why was he in this dream? And so I thought about it for a while, got no interpretation as far as that. Months went by. I had this dream on October 26, 2022. And I did not get an understanding of why he was in my dream until July 2023. And the reason why I remember this is because we were getting ready to leave to go to Georgia. And I was on the computer that day, retyping this dream, trying to see if there's, come back with fresh eyes to see if I had missed something. And we ended up leaving. I didn't know any more than when I turned the computer on. And so we went to Georgia. I remember that July 13th was when XRP won their case, the portion about being a non-security. And we were coming home super excited about the news. I had totally forgot about the dream, totally forgot I had been pondering over the XLM dream. And so we get back in town, and before we go home, we went by the store. So my husband, he went inside. I stayed in the car with the kids, and I rarely get on Facebook. I'm not a big social media person. And I'm on Facebook for about 5 seconds, and I'm scrolling down, and I see a post from Jonathan McReynolds. And this is the post. For months, I had been asking God, well, why was he in my dream? Why was he in my dream? And God wanted time to pass in order to make it happen this way. And so that to me was a big confirmation when I looked and I saw Jonathan McReynolds wearing a jersey with the word stellar on it. That for me was all the confirmation I needed. I didn't need anybody to tell me anything else. I didn't need to look at any video about price predictions, or I didn't have to ask God anymore about anything. It was just totally confirmed right then and there. And also when I was in Georgia, I was sharing the same dream with my mom. And so I was telling her about the dream, how I had been trying to understand that portion of it. And so now that I'm home, I'm in town, and I've come across this Facebook post, I'm texting her like, hey, we were just talking about this when I was there. Look what I found. God has really confirmed this now. I understand why he was in my dream. It took months, but God showed me the why. And so that was the end of that. That's how that ended, with me seeing that post and putting that final piece of the puzzle together. So now let's talk about July 13th. Will there be a repeat? Will we get good news about XRP as it relates to the case, the Ripple case? It has been noted that a decision could be made as early as July 13th of this year, in just a few days. So will there be an announcement made? Again, this date of July 13th reminded me of last year. And I've already stated that during that time, I was pondering over the XLM dream, trying to figure out what it means. And then after July 13th, a few days after, was when I saw Jonathan McReynolds wearing that stellar jersey. So this confirmation during the time that Ripple news came out about them not being a security, I always tie it together. So whenever I am thinking about this XLM dream, I straight away think about July 13th when Ripple was announced as not being a security. So that is all I have for this video. Let us remember to watch as well as pray while we wait for God to send us this wealth transfer. Until the next video, God bless.